that perfume sweet, that perfume rare and sweet. I stand upon each turning point, I beckon you to come with me, to lie upon the lover's bed, upon a bloody battlefield, upon a bloody battlefield. Or break, to give love or let it die, to be the one who cruelly suffers, or the poison tongue that drips with lies, the poison tongue that drips with lies. I call on all without prejudice of judgment, have no fear. I stand beside your shoulder now to say the time is drawing near. The time to leave is drawing near. I come to you on silent feet, I lift and open every gate, shadow wrath at each of them, hard to welcome when you are released. The hour is growing late. The hour is growing late. The hour is growing late. me in my slumber. His voice is like a great church bell, like the mighty cannon's thunder. But I am caught between two worlds, and I am doomed to slumber on. One world it will not pass me by, the other's what I run from. I have not dared to venture out, I have not even sought confession. For my burden's far too dark and would taint the congregation. I have sinned all summer long with the wife of the landowner, nor have I worked upon his fields, so I fear damnation's double. I am under a golden spell, imprisoned in purgatory, an idle farmhand and a fool, and that is what they'll call me. Outside in the fields, the corn leans and it weakens. The autumn lawns are steeped with the fallen apples reeking. And in these hazy days, where I sleepwalk and stumble, just a few breaths away lies ruination and trouble. I am under a golden spell, imprisoned in purgatory, an idle farmhand and a fool, that is what they'll call me. And which is the worse, the gravest of my errors, the loosing of my lust, or the dereliction of my labors? For my sad neglect is sure to pinch and injure blackbird, or like an orchid pale and still, taller than the doors of heaven, deadlier than any pill. We used to be kings and queens then, now we're beggar men and whores. We used to bear the crown then, now we can hardly bear the thorns. When you fall, tumbling slowly. When you fall, humble and lowly. When you fall, like weeds in the water. When you fall, like lambs to the slaughter. Salvation distant. When you fall, the fear is persistent. When you fall, God's word just a token. When you fall, hell-bent and broken, brighter than the dog star rising, like God's seed across the night. We used to dwell among the blessed, high and mighty in the light. Now our angels too are fallen, and their halos rusted up, and we are punished for our greatest sin, to live longer, to live longer, to live longer than our so midnight when it falters. When you fall, how gentle is failure sometimes. When you fall, when you fall, when you fall. were thieves. Some of us were sly old dogs. Some of us were way too weak. Some of us were princes. Some of us were merchant men. Some of us went to pieces. Some of us went a murdering. Some of us worked the earth for diamonds. Some of us just made shoes. Some of us were poorer than church mice. Some of us behaved poorly too. Some of us were willfully blind. Some of us were fools. Some of us had unnatural lusts. Some of us were cold and cruel. And still we walk among you like ghosts that refuse to retreat. Grimm's men, as recorded, still living on every street. Still living on every street. Some of us intended the best. Some of us killed monsters. Some of us were dazzled by gold. Some of us became ogres. Some of us were seduced by witches. Some of us remained true. Some of us fed on broken oaths. Some of us became broken too. And still we walk among you like ghosts that refuse to retreat. Grimm's men, as recorded, still living on every street. Still living on every street. Some of us granted wishes. Some of us went mad. Some of us neglected our children. Some of us were just Jack the Lad. Some of us walked the world in yearning. Some of us were godly kings. Some of us had the hearts of serpents. Some of us were more than grim. And still we walk among you like ghosts that refuse to retreat. Grimm's men, as recorded, still living on every street. Still living on every street. still we walk among you, and still we walk among you, and still we walk among you, Grimm's men, Grimm's men, Grimm's men, Grimm's men.
Ooh.
afraid. Every alibi has failed the test. I hope you're sitting comfortably. There are some words I need to upload. I have to tell you honestly, we're headed down a dark and tough road. There is a place that's colder than a winter's night in the northern Vinelands, where the stars are whipped and scolded by the lash of the wild wind whining. There is a place that's blacker than the funeral flap of a hooded crow's wings, or the thoughts that crackled loud like smoky fire in my head this morning. And I'm sorry, I swear, but we are headed there. And I'm sorry, I swear, but we are headed there. that's lonelier than a grave in the forest wasteland. A single stone and a child that cries for comfort and desolation. There is a place more dangerous than a ghost with a score to settle, or the heart of a murderess, crowned with thorns and stinging nettles. And I'm sorry, I swear, but we are headed there. And I'm sorry, I swear, but we are headed there. A place more frightful than the hole that leads to the deepest chasm, where the stuff of nightmares alights and visits fear to every bosom. I hope you're sitting comfortably. There are some words I need to offload. I have to tell you honestly, we're headed down a dark and tough road. And I'm sorry, I swear, but we are headed there. And I'm sorry, I swear, but we are headed there. And I'm sorry, I swear, but we are headed there. outside the bells are ringing. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. And in their innocence, although it's just pretense, I could almost pity them. For when they forced a breath from that woman's chest, what they really hated more was the pettiness, the cruel petulance that lived and festered in them all. Burned and broken, the ashes urine soaked, scattered wide across the ground. The smoke still fills the air and settles on their hair and shades their faces like a shroud. And there are crescent shapes under fingernails of the hands that bury her. Like the new moon shower and the boot heel marks of the feet that kicked at her. Darkness falls, when the cold moon calls, the wolf unfolds his crimson hearts, and she will hunt them down, in their dreams they'll run, and I will also play my part. I will run and sniff, and find the stench of guilt, and I will lodge my teeth in there. This sin will custom dear, it cannot disappear. Ding dong, the wicked witch is here. La 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. summer's blossoming, quiet in evening's perfume, when windows yawn wide open to the night, shimmering in heat and fireflies' light. Their wings by snowfall when the world is slumbering, by moon-blunt alleyways and fox-track lanes, by silent ruts in winter's cold, cold flame. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly to bring you here right by my side. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly, fly. This is the truth. It's when I quietly turn my back on you, come steal through my defenses like a ghost. It's when I self-destruct, I need you most. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly to bring you here right by my side. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly, fly. And darling, as you know, I tend to fall apart when left alone. If I should fall asleep, I may not wake. So come to me, your love is mine to take. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly to bring you here right by my side. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly, fly. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly to bring you here right by my side. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly. Had wings, they fly to bring you here right by my side. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly, fly. to bring you here right by my side. If my wishes had wings, they'd fly, fly. The herald angels sing, fold within their raven's wings. Prayers fall down like tiny wrens. By God's indifference, kissed by God's indifference. Dance like the undead on the ground. Nobody showed them how to shut down. Dizzy dreams in little days. Under God's incurious gaze, under God's incurious gaze. Dark and still and infinite, beyond our power to touch that heart. In free fall, our prayers combust. As meaningless as falling dust, as meaningless as falling dust. neither more or less. No differently from anyone else. No differently from doesn't care if you bear a grudge. Take your share or take too much. God offers you neither praise nor rise from the hand of man. They rise from the hand of man. God doesn't care if you comprehend. There's no beginning.